Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Oregon's offense will get the football first. In this offense, the tight end always seems to be open, and the quarterback always knows where to find him, Jesse.
These two are really special. I think they're going to be up for the individual awards for their respective positions at the end of the year. But, David, when this offense gets going, I really like how early they try to get the tight end involved in games. It shouldn't be any different in this one. He's a massive part of what they do throwing.
And I think that's the biggest problem, to have a great quarterback. He knows exactly where he's looking. I'm going to my great tight end. It's good individual matchups. But how do you want to play him? Do you want to put a safety on him? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? Like, great recognition from a QB, finding a great player is not great things for the defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Dante Moore. The short hands. It's hooked. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Maybe a crease. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. There he goes. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Moore from the gun on third down. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Oregon! for 6.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the UCLA Bruins offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now Iamaniava. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Makes a nice grab at the 25.
Return brings it out to the 35. And your Oregon Ducks will take over.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got his man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up in the double coverage.
Missed the connection on second. Now looking at a third down. Sends it back in motion. In the gun on third down. Moore bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They boot it away on fourth down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Iamaleava on the play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Bruins will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now facing a third and long. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain his fourth down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. The defense with Shore tackling to stop him a few yards short.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Bruins come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads it left. It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Reads it, fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Running inside, it's Thomas. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing more. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Moore will throw. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. Snags it and he's open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Grove.
Here on the UCLA sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
The run inside. It's Knight. He's past the 30. Got a little grass. Down, ruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this.
Going for it all. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Punts it out of the air. Could not make his way to the corner. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Look out, he's got room! And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Firing to the right, complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's more to throw. It's on target and complete. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Back open in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Got the quick pass. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Bruins head coach coming out of the locker room. This is exactly what he expected from 2 undefeated teams, very closely matched opponents, and that's exactly how it played out in the first half. But he believes his team is better, and they can make some noise here to start the second half. I'll let you know on how things are developing here on his sideline as the game goes on. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Throwing right. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air, and this guy right now is doing just that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throwing, Imaliava. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Third down in the gun, Imaliava. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Moore to the air. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first down. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Dante Moore. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Moore from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moore trying to bull his way in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Iamaleava. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to them, try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this.
And the sack all the way back to the 5.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Can they catch him? Touchdown, Oregon! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the toss to the left. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Inside the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Knight. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the point after it is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore will throw. Quick completion on the out route. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires left. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Throwing more. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Running inside. It's Knight. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Both of these teams off to great starts this season, trying to announce themselves as contenders, and only one can remain undefeated. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got it near midfield, and the returner will be dragged down. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch.
And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Motion from the back. Motion from the wide receiver. Play fake, Iamaleava. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Under fire. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Trying to keep the drive alive. Picks up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down. He's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes, They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
It's complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.